Children can, at the age of 18 and after, become very wealthy people, come into the world with essentially no money, and end up at a pretty young age being very rich. And that's something that we've wanted to do, this country's wanted to do for 25 years.
President Trump today heralding the July 4th launch of the Trump accounts that give millions of American children born after January 1st of 2025 government and matching corporate funds. The funds invested in index ETFs from State Street, BlackRock, and Vanguard. The State Street Spider Portfolio S&P 500 ETF, ticker SPYM, which tracks the S&P 500, pretty conservative. It's Warren Buffett loves anything that tracks the S&P. He says just put your money in there and let it compound. That will be the default investment option. But other investment options include iShares Core S&P 500 ETF, ticker IVV, Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, VTI, Spider Portfolio S&P 1500 Composite Stock Market ETF, SPTM, and iShares Core S&P 500 Total U.S. Stock Market ETF, ITOT. Once families have decided on which one of these they want to invest in, the next question is, how do they then actually access those accounts and when? That's where Robinhood comes in. The financial tech firm and trading platform giant landed the opportunity to be the brokerage and technology partner helping families access and manage the Trump Accounts app. Joining me now, live from the White House, is Robinhood co-founder and CEO Vlad Tenev. Vlad, Robinhood is known as a trading app, best known as a trading app. Why did you want to be the technology partner for the Trump Accounts program, which by design is all about long-term investing?
Well, Robinhood has always been about ownership. Our mission is to democratize finance for all, and we believe that a future that's owned by few people is fragile, and that's why we want to make everyone an owner. We believe that broad ownership is essential for a free, stable, and prosperous society. Right now, the U.S. has 62% of individuals currently own stock, and we see the Trump accounts as the best possible way to get that to 95% plus and extend that ownership to age 0, so that not only do these children get to reap the benefits of an extra multiple decades of compounding, but they also become more civic-minded. They develop an appreciation for great American industries. They become more financially literate, and they understand just how amazing the free market system that we have here in this country is. So we're honored to serve as initial brokerage and trustee for the program in partnership with BNY, and everyone now can download the app. Lots of people have been doing it. It's been, you know, one of the top apps in the App Store, which is very rare for a financial product, and millions of kids have already gotten invested into this great market that we have. So you get the $1,000 kickstart from Treasury. I think, everyone that has a newborn child and really a child under 18 should be taking advantage of this and downloading the app.
100%. The $1,000 seed money, and just to give people an idea, because we never, unlike the other networks, we never assume that people automatically understand what compounding really means. The $1,000, and if you want to look at it by age, because you can't touch it till you're 18, but if you look at it by contribution, if you just left the $1,000 in the account and you added nothing per year, your parents, grandma, grandpa didn't add anything per year, by 18, you'd have $6,000. So 1,000 turns into $6,000 by doing nothing. Then if you do $250 per year, folks, by the way, that's $21 a month. If you could just save $21 a month and throw that in there, that 1,000 becomes 19,000. And if you add the maximum per year, 5,000, by 18, age 18, that child will have $271,000. It's just so stunning to me to see this, Vlad, because I understand it, but it's time that we, as you say, democratized investing and let people understand that they, too, can actually be a part of the American dream. I want to know about your part in this, because you had said in your first quarter earnings call that you would get, I believe, a fee, what is it, like a cost plus with a small margin. Can you just explain that and how that works?
Yeah, so we're serving as a government subcontractor in partnership with the Bank of New York, which is the nation's oldest and most storied bank. They're serving as the financial agent. Yeah, and we're operating this program at the lowest possible cost. We want to make sure that these children's accounts are invested for the long term, and they get to keep as much as possible of the return, so that that compound magic that you were describing, really Albert Einstein described compounding as the eighth wonder of the world. I mean, the math is unintuitive, but you can see how even just the seed investment can multiply to large numbers. So yeah, we're proud to be furthering our mission and building a relationship with the next generation of investors. And I think Robinhood wins when the American economy wins, and when 95+% of all individuals in this country are invested in our great American companies.
Oh, 100%. And especially when the only funds that are allowed are S&P or a little bit broader than the S&P. These index funds over time have proven over and over again that they are just an amazing growth engine if allowed to spread out. And speaking of which, you don't have to cash out at age 18. Look at the compounding if people hold it to the age of 27. This is really stunning. The growth, if you add $250 per year, like I said, $21 a month, that $1,000, if you hold it till age 27, is $51,000, even if you don't touch it. And then $5,000 per year, $742,000. That gap, that difference between $51,000 and $742,000, folks, that is the best example of why these funds are just such a brilliant idea. Vlad, you guys had to, I would imagine, spend some money to get technologically up to speed to make sure you could handle the brokerage aspect of all of this. What did you have to do? Give our investor audience just an idea.
Well, some of our best people have been on this project. It's not just the funding, the money, it's the human capital, you know, having our great product managers, designers, engineers. The intent was to make this the best product that the government has ever been associated with, because the mission is so positive and it could change the lives of tens of millions of children. So we wanted to put our best foot forward. And we also had to spend a lot of effort making it a really compelling experience for philanthropists, because there's two sides of it, right? The investor side, the child has to benefit through low fees and a great experience, but also we want to make this the best charitable giving vehicle. And you know, charitable giving can be complicated. You never really know who you should give your money to, and this is a great default option. And so we have to build employer infrastructure, charitable giving infrastructure, and many people. You know, you saw Michael and Susan Dell giving over $6 billion. Ray Dalio, over 50 companies have pledged to fund the Trump accounts of their children who have newborns.
Employees,
so we see this becoming much bigger, and we've built it to scale.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about crypto and Bitcoin. You just came from London, where you announced a whole new opportunity for other countries to invest in crypto. But Bitcoin, I got to ask you, because Bitcoin right now is above 63,000, but it has still had a very difficult 2026, down 2 quarters straight. And you have exposure here because your previous earnings, the stock got hit when you announced that, yeah, I mean, fewer people were investing in crypto at the moment because it was losing a lot. Give me a sense of what you see for the future here. And you've actually recovered. The stock has recovered, even though crypto is nowhere near its all-time high of 126,000. So are you becoming less dependent on that crypto investor that has done so well for Robinhood?
Yeah, I mean, we've obviously built a giant crypto business. We're one of the market leaders in crypto. And even though our business continues to get more and more diversified, because we're so big, we it is a sizable part of our revenue. That said, we are continuing to invest in crypto because the technology is so powerful, and we believe that it's increasingly going to merge with traditional assets. I mean, one of the interesting things I would say about Bitcoin in particular is, even though the price is below all-time highs, there's still millions of enthusiastic supporters who really believe in it. And I think that's the power of giving broad ownership to these assets, and really shows you what we can do with the Trump accounts, because if you get people invested in it, then they become enthusiastic supporters and defenders.
Vlad, thank you for your involvement in these accounts. And I know they're called Trump accounts, but we got to give Brad Gerstner of Altimeter Capital, he came up with the idea. We got to give him a major high five. It was his idea so long ago to do this, to explain to people and share in the opportunity of American capitalism and stocks. So thanks, Vlad, and thanks to Robinhood.